Right, so let's go ahead and add some depth of field now. I'm just looking through the changes that we've made from the, not right at the beginning, but the first shaders all the way through. Okay, so if to add your depth of field, come into the camera and in the Arnold tab, depth of field, turn that on. Okay, we won't see anything yet, but as soon as we raise this aperture size, we'll get some blur. We should. Let's try 1. There we go. So you can see there, very blurry. I think the focal distance isn't too bad actually, but yeah, that's too blurry for what we want. Okay, I'm gonna drop this down. Let's try 0.175, about there. So it'll be a subtle effect, but it will blur out the background definitely. You can see there, and kind of focus the eye on the leading edge of the ice cream. So just a bit of blur there. Let's look at getting rid of some noise. So there's a bit of noise here. It's not too bad. So we're just going to raise the camera samples, just bump it up to 6. The render's not taking too long. You might want to kind of focus your samples somewhere. Okay, if you're running a slower, oops, not 2H there, just 2. If you're running on a slower machine, or you're finding, if you want to work on this, then identify where the noise is coming from and add more samples there. But in this case, it's not taking too long, so just add a few more samples and we get a nice clean render. And then to export our image, come here to output picture, and let's see, we need to, and here you need to type your destination, right? Where do you want to drop it? So we'll put it in our HIP, yeah. So $HIP / for our file render. If you don't have that, it will generate one for you. Okay, /render. I think it will. I'm not sure about the Arnold drop actually. Yeah, we should probably come in here, come into render. Yeah, I've got a file called render already. If you don't, then make one in your project folder, render, and then we could say, well, let's call it render.version1 / and then the same thing again, render.version1 $f3, oops, not #3 dot, and then whatever file format you want, image format. Okay, you can choose it here. Got EXR, PNG, or JPEGs, TIFFs as well. Typically I tend to work with EXRs, so drop that. And then down here you can add the AOVs you like. Okay, so your diffuse, passive, beauty, light, and whatever you need from here. Okay, I'm gonna leave it as it is. So there we go, that's it. Click render and enjoy your work.